All right, y'all. So check this out. 11 days ago, I posted the market was on fire. Everybody was panicking or whatever, and I knew that that's your time to buy in or whatever. So what I did was I bought 175 ETH, right, Ethereum. But what I really did was I deposited ETH into AAVE, and then I borrowed USDC, a US dollar coin, against it, right? So I really borrowed the money. The money I spent on ETH was borrowed money from AAVE, right? I deposited my money into AAVE, I borrowed against it in USDC, then I bought some Ethereum. The price of Ethereum went up, right? I made $107,000 in profit. I sold off all but all but my profit. So I sold off everything, kept my 107, got that money back into USDC and paid off the loan. So I just used other people's money to create $107,000 in 11 days in the middle of the market falling apart, right? And the reason I'm able to do these things, or the reason I know to do these things, is because I simply give a fuck. I care to learn about these things. I care to learn how to read charts. I stay up at night. I study what's going on in the market. I study people who are better than me. I learn from my mistakes, but I actually try to master a skill. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, the skills I was trying to master was, being a good football player, being a good basketball player, being, able to pick up on girls and stuff. But in the real world, you get to come learn skills that literally can just print money for you. So nothing against those things, that I was just talking about. But what I'm saying is, if you apply yourself, then this game will let you take it as far as you want to take it. This time I did it and made $107,000 in 11 days. But next time it might be $10 million. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But as you get better and better and better, you just climb up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, like, you got to nerd out to these type of things. Like, to be able to read charts, to be able to know which assets you want to put your money in, because you don't want to go, take no crazy risk while the market is falling apart. But just to know, all right, which assets are the safest? How can I get the money? How can I use somebody else's money? We all know how to use money to borrow somebody else's money to go buy a car. We all know how to go do that. We all know how to go get a mortgage. We all know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to consume, then we know how to borrow money. But when it's time to create wealth for yourself and for your family, then we don't want to sit down and learn these things, But if you were to sit down and learn these things, then you will have, enough tools in your tool belt to print money and create wealth for yourself. So I made a video, I screen recorded me walking through the play and me paying back the loan, so you understand how it works in AAVE and all that good stuff. But to sit in the house, I've been cooped up in the house just kicking back, man. I've been kind of just ducked off. But to sit up in the house and just watch, the market fall apart, and then realize that it's an opportunity for me to go ahead and make some money for myself, press a few buttons, collect my coins, and go about my day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm passing that knowledge off to y'all, man. The video is right after this. All right. Boom. So I put some money into my AAVE, right? And then I borrowed against it. I borrowed 409,000 against it, right? This is the 409,000 you guys seen me buy ETH with, right? So I'll show you. So I took that 409 and I bought 175.5 Ethereum. All right. So now what I'm doing is I'm about to sell that Ethereum, and I made 100,000 in profit. So I'm gonna pay off that 409,000 that I borrowed and keep that 100,000 for myself. All right, so let me go find it. It's on the 24th. All right, cool. So you see this 409,500? So that 409,500 came from here. That 409 came from here. So I bought All right, so at 23.28, and I bought 175.5. So about, well, I guess I didn't put those all the rest of those numbers, but whatever. I spent about 409,000, which was borrowed money, right? I borrowed it. I deposited money. I deposited ETH into my AAVE. Then I borrowed USDC against my ETH, right? I borrowed the US dollar coin against my ETH. Now, so I'm 409,000 in a hole, right? And now ETH is at 29.41, right? My whole 175, I bought 175 and a half coins, but they're not here. I put some into my MetaMask because I had to buy some. I bought some NFTs with them. So some are here, but I just bought some NFTs with them. Actually, I'm going to show you what I bought. I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to show you. I bought this one, this one, this one, and this one. I bought these 4 so then I can get access to the Invisible Friends project that's coming out. All right. So anyways, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of those NFTs. So that's where the money went. All right, so now what I'm about to do, show you this. So I got 175.5 times the current price of Ethereum. Times 29.42. Boom. Minus what I have to pay back, which is 409,000. Right. That leaves me with 107K. So trade, sell. I'm not going to sell off. I'm not going to sell off this whole position because I want to keep. You know, I don't want to sell it all, put in the cash, and then buy ETH again. So I'm going to keep my 100K, my 107K. I'm just going to keep it in Ethereum. So I'm going to sell off everything that's not mine. So if we do $107,000 divided by the current price of ETH, which is 29.46. That's 36 coins. So I need to sell all but 36 coins. Oh, I guess minus my NFTs too. So let's say 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's say 12. So I need to sell all but 24. 75.5 minus 24. 51. 151. Boom. All right, now what I'm going to do in my portfolio, I have all this money in USD. I'm going to convert it to USDC. Boom. Now that it's at USDC, what I'm going to do is send it to my MetaMask so I can pay it off in AAVE. Send it to a crypto address. Oh, it just went up because the interest hit. The interest is always running on the shit. So, boom. Put that bad boy in there. Yes, sir. Send the max amount.
y'all, you can look at a chart and make a play. You can create money out of nowhere, like I did. I borrowed some money to make this move, pay off my loan, and I keep 107,000 from my own pockets. All right. So boom, come over here, open up my MetaMask. This should hit soon. While we wait on that. Let's go look at Ethereum. Ooh wee. Might touch 3,000, but you know what? I gotta pay off that loan. You gotta stay disciplined in this, man, because what happens is you go, oh well, I think it could go here, or I think it could go there, and then it reverses on your ass. You never locked in your profit. You know you'll never go broke taking profit. So we seen the play, we ran it, bought in at 23. Look, this is the 2400 line. So I bought in at 23 on the 24th. I got in on this day with the long tail. I got in on this day. It's just a quick play, man. Just a quick play from here to here. It was a 24% return. Probably a little more than that, but maybe 25%. But just a quick little play, man. Oh, this isn't accounting for. I think I bought like more like there. Anyway, you could read a chart, you could print money. All right, the MACD starts, the histogram starts ticking this way. The MACD gets ready to cross over. It crosses over here. We get ready for a breakout. Oh, all right, cool. USDC is here, so we're gonna repay. How do you want to repay? With your wallet balance? Boom, boom. Something went wrong. Go back. It's gonna cost me $28 to repay my loan. All right, should be good. Remaining amount to repay 0 USD. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you create money out of nowhere. Take other people's money and you go make a play with it. Oh wait, did it not go through? Celebrating too early. Remaining amount to, no, it did go through. Oh, maybe it didn't. Try one more time. But like I was saying, man, that's how you run a play. You create a play with other people's money. Now, in order for me to have had that money, I needed to deposit ETH so I can borrow USDC against it, right? In the real world, if you don't have a bunch of money, oh, there we go. Boom, now it's good. You borrowed nothing. We in there. So in the real world, you might not have a bunch of ETH to put up as collateral to borrow against it, but maybe you got a credit card. Not saying go trade crypto with credit cards, but I'm saying the concept of borrowing money. Maybe it's a personal loan, maybe it's a credit card, maybe it's a whatever. The concept of borrowing money to consume things is very common. Everybody knows to go get a car loan. Everybody knows how to go get a car loan. Everybody knows how to go get a mortgage. Everybody knows how to do these things. But we got to stop and ask ourselves, like, yo, can we do something else with money? You know what I'm saying? Can we borrow money to make money and then pay back whoever lent us the money, and then we keep the difference? So y'all just seen me. This whole play took 11 days. I made about $107,000, $108,000 in profit. Right. Well, that's the lesson for today, man. And last thing I'm gonna say: when the market is low, right? When the market is low, you deposit. Let's say you got ETH or whatever, right? When the market is low, you deposit your ETH and you borrow USDC, because how much you owe will remain flat. If I borrow 409,000 and then the crypto market tanks, I still owe 409,000. If I borrow 409,000 and the crypto market triples tomorrow, I still owe 409,000, right? So when I deposit my ETH, I want to borrow USDC so that my balance stays flat. At the top of the market, when the market's at the top, and I posted this on my Twitter too, I borrowed $505,000 and I pay back $375. All right. When the market is at the top, you can, instead of borrowing USDC, you could borrow Ethereum. So then when it comes down, right, I borrowed 505,000 and then I repaid 375,000 because Ethereum went lower. Remember, I borrowed Ethereum, not USDC. So if you borrow 20 ETH and one ETH is $1,000, you owe $20,000. If you borrow 20 ETH and one ETH is $1, you borrowed $20,000 worth of ETH, but now you only owe $20 worth of ETH. You know what I'm saying? You're paying back ETH at whatever the market value is. So when the market's at the top and you think it's coming down, borrow the underlying asset. The market's at the bottom, you think it's going up, borrow something stable. All right, that's the lesson for today.